Start, ma'am.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just adjust the camera well. 1 second. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah. Is it possible for you all to put your videos on? Because otherwise, I cannot promise for an impactful session. I mean, I can just see some names. It's going to be like talking to a blank screen. Students, can I have your videos on? Is there a coordinator for the meeting? Is there somebody who's going to introduce me, or I'm just left with the class?
No, no,
Um,
no. Any issue is there? Wait 2 minutes. Sorry.
yeah, you'll get yourselves ready, and then I'll be anytime ready to start the class. Okay. I would request the students to put their videos on. Is that possible? And I need you all to answer. Hello.
Ma'am.
Yes, so some of you all are putting your videos on. That'll be great, okay? And it'll be lovely to have you all on board. And it's nice to see all of you all. So I'm waiting for your ma'am to. She said, give me a few seconds. Shall we wait for her? By the way, this is MBA first year, second year, for freshers.
First year.
First year. Great, thank you. Okay, so you've just begun college, is it? See, because I teach PGDM, which is AICT. It comes under AICT, and they are long begun. They have long time begun. But since MBA is under the University of Pune, Savitribai Phule, they have their different norms. I think they have just rolled because I also teach modern MBA, which I gave inductions there. So they have just recently begun. So, okay. So, yeah, are we ready to start? How is it? There's some network issue, you said. Are we ready to start? Is there going to be an introduction?
Yes.
I'll give you
Yes,
3
ma'am.
minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? Because then I have another session immediately after I finish this session.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Let us
Mrunal.
start. Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
thank you.
Yeah, we are honored to have with us a director, Professor Dr. Satish Ubari sir, who has been a tremendous support and guiding force for our program. Our guest of honor, Advocate Trupti Zadav, and students of Metrics. Dear students, Metrics believes in leveraging the management and competencies amongst the MBA graduates for business and industry by expanding their horizons with updated information in the field of management. In continuation with that, our Honorable Director, Professor Dr. Satish Ubare has initiated 4-dimension lecture series where we invite renowned experts from different fields of academics and industry who share their experiences with the students which help them improve their knowledge and employability skills. We are honored to have with us a distinguished speaker, a highly experienced corporate trainer, and a keynote speaker, Advocate Trupti Zado ma'am. With a rich and academic background, including computer science degree from Morris County College, USA, a master's in commerce, and a recent LLB, Advocate Trupti ma'am brings a wealth of knowledge. She has trained and inspired students at top Pune institutions such as Symbiosis University and Indira Group, and has worked with leading corporates with like TCS and Vista Solutions. She is also a prolific blogger for top platforms, the founder of TJS Communications, and leads initiatives with like TJS Ultras Club and TJS Life Coaches. Thank you so much for joining us today, ma'am. And please, students would like to open up your cameras so that we can have a group picture with ma'am. And
And if possible, keep it on.
yeah, if possible, keep it on also
Yeah.
for the entire session.
Yeah. So if you want a
That's
promising, effective session, I would really request you to do that. I do understand network issues. I do understand all of that. But if you really want this to be, all I'm asking you is your participation. So if you can do that, it'll be a great win-win
yes.
situation.
Students, please open up your cameras. Pratiksha, Shweta, Mohini, Naneshwari, Devyanshi, Sakshi, Sandeep, everyone. Shreyash, Payal, Harshada, Priya. Just okay. I'll just have a group picture.
Are you all going to put on your videos? She's waiting for you. Maybe they'll
Yes,
do
ma'am.
that in the due course of time or what?
Yes,
Or we
yes.
just take a photograph like this.
Yeah.
Because even I
Yes, yes.
wanted them to be on actually.
Okay.
Yes, come on, guys, come on. If you can do it quickly. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And
Thank
keep your
you.
cameras on for the entire sessions also.
Yeah. Thank you, Mrinal, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your introduction. And always a pleasure interacting with the youth of tomorrow, the foundation of tomorrow. And good morning, Director Sir, if he is here. Good morning to you, sir. And good morning to all of you students. So let's begin the session.
Yeah.
I'll start with a quote, okay? I'll start with a quote and you tell me what it means. See, let's make this a 50% partnership, okay? So I can see some of you are smiling. I hope it's for the session or is it something else? You're posing it for someone else. I can see some of you are smiling. I just hope it is for the session and not for something else. So okay. So what I do is whenever I ask somebody to, I would like request you all to put your cameras only because I would like this to be a 50% partnership. What is a 50% partnership? So I do my 50% and do your 50% and then you make 100%. Okay. I will promise you I like to make this a very fun filled session. In fact, I wanted to have the elevator pitch with you, but I will want to have responses from you. I had no clue that, I mean, generally my talks are not monologues, they are very interactive sessions. Okay, so all of the other students, whoever you all are there, if you can put your videos on, if it is just not possible, at least be there on your audios. Okay, so we have an interactive session. I'll start with this code: 85% of your financial success. Financial. Why am I saying the word financial? Because your other success is subjective, right? It is subjective. It depends upon what is your perspective about success, and so it differs. Is English okay, or should I mix it with a little bit of Marathi and Hindi? Please tell me that. कसं पाहिजे तुम्हाला सेशन? इंग्लिशमध्ये पाहिजे पूर्णपणे का मराठी आणि इंग्लिश चालेल का little bit of Hindi? Are there some students who do not understand Marathi at all? How do you want it? Can someone answer? Ankita, can you tell me how would you prefer your class to be today? What about the others? Please put your cameras on, please. It'll be great to see you. Yeah, Ankita, how would you want? Should you do you want it as a combination or do you want it predominantly in English?
It's
असं
okay.
पण चालेल का?
You can.
तुम्ही कंटिन्यू करू शकता किंवा फक्त इंग्लिश मध्ये पण घेऊ शकता.
Okay, चालेल. Okay.
And
So-
ma'am, some students are in offices, so they will not be able to put up on the camera.
That's fine.
So-
That's fine. Okay. Oh, so we have the working lot. In fact, I love to interact with the working lot. In case you are able to talk to me, in case you can take a little 5-minute break and go out and talk to me, you have any questions, I'm all for it. Okay. Yeah. So 85%, see, success for me and for you would be different, right? Success for your mother would be you have got into this matrix MBA college. That would be her success. Okay. But financial success is something that should be common, right? Just a second. Huh? I'm putting on the fan here. Yes. So financial success, I think the goal is similar, to go higher in your career, to do better in your careers, to be appraised, to give appreciation, to get acknowledgement, to get better paid. Paid is very, very common for all of us, right? Even when you guys go for your career, when you all are employed, when companies come and pick you up, why do they take MBAs? Not for your skills and not for your that is going to be a part of it, but the major objective is to make them more profitable. So you give your efforts and skills to make them more profitable. That is the idea. So finally it comes down to monetary. So financial success for all of us would be similar, right? Is there anybody who thinks financial success is a little different? Higher goals, better career options, more challenging roles, better pays, getting acknowledgements, getting appraised, right? Correct? Yes? No? I will take that as an yes. If it's a no, do tell me, okay? You can put it in your chat. You have a different perspective. I love to hear it. In my session for today, there is not going to be any right or wrong answer. I will value every answer of yours. You can even say that 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, ma'am. What I would like you to just prove it to me why it is 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. And that's fine. Okay. So I'm repeating the quote that I say. So this is not what I am saying. Okay. This is a huge survey done on it. 85% of your financial success is because of your communication, your personality, your persuasiveness, your interpersonal skills, your leadership skills. And shockingly, and these are their words, okay, not my words, 15% because of your technical skills. Are you understanding what it is saying? 85%. तुमच्या सक्सेस मधला 85% भाग जो आहे तो it is because of your communication skills is what this survey is saying. It's a Carnegie Institute of Technology which is saying this. Institute of Technology is saying it. That 85% of your communication, of your financial success is because of your communication, is because of your personality. And shockingly, only 15% because of your technical skills. What they're trying to say is just being a technically strong person is not enough. Okay? Are you getting it? That doesn't mean कि oh ma'am तो said your communication should be good. तो आज से पुस्तक बंद, मैं तो पढ़ाई नहीं करने वाला हूं, ऐसा तो नहीं चलेगा. पढ़ाई तो करनी ही पड़ेगी बेटा, क्योंकि when you come into the job market, when you're looking for jobs, let me tell you, if you score anything below first class, you don't even qualify for a job. Many of you are doing jobs, so you know that. If you really want to get into a good company, most companies will want you to have at least a basic first class. Persistent system takes only distinction holders. There are some companies who will only take that. Then there is Google and Amazon, whom you don't have to apply. It will choose you. It will pick you up. So you see, scenarios are different. Different scenarios for different companies, different expectations from different companies. But along with your technical skills, you have to have your communication skills in place. Okay, now why do you need to have your communication? Maybe an expert, I am very good in technical skills. Okay, maybe I'm a great software developer. But how will you know me, Mamta is here. How would Mamta know that I'm good in it? How would Ankita know I'm good in it? How would Ritesh know that I'm good in it? I am very good. I know it. How will you know it? You need to showcase your talents. Okay, let me tell you a story. A quick small little story. Imagine you're in your room and it is full of gifts. आप अपने रूम में हो, आपकी रूम गिफ्ट से भरी पड़ी है. सीलिंग, आपके सीलिंग से फ्लोर तक, this wall to that wall, it is full of gifts. Okay, beautifully wrapped, बहुत अच्छे से wrapped है. वहां पे वो टैग है to and from वाला, हाँ, हम जब गिफ्ट देते हैं तब, it's all beautifully wrapped with that tag on it. Your name is there in the from, but there's nothing in front of to. आपको समझ में आ रहा है? आपका नाम फ्रॉम में है, लेकिन टू में किसी का नाम नहीं है. मतलब क्या है? ये सभी गिफ्ट्स आप ही के हैं. These are all your gifts in terms of your talent, your experiences, the knowledge that you have gained, all the skill sets that you have achieved, you have nurtured. All these belong to you, but you don't know what to do with it. You don't know how to share it with the world. ये सब आप ही के पास है. जैसे मैंने पहले बोला, I may be a superior technical person, but how will I let the world know that I'm good? You need to showcase your talents. And how will you do it? You need to show these gifts to the world. How will you show? By communicating, by selling yourself. You know what is selling? हाँ, मैं बीच बाहर खड़ी, कोई बंदा बीच मार्केट में खड़ा रहता है और मुझे ले लो, नहीं. It's how you sell yourself. How do you talk about yourself? How many of you have heard the term the elevator pitch? Anybody here who's heard the term elevator pitch? Anybody at all? All of those job goers, I was hoping that you would say something. Elevator pitch. No? Okay, let me tell you. So this term, the elevator pitch, comes from, this is predominantly used by the marketing people, but it is not limited to marketing. It is used by each and every one of us. It is useful to everybody, right from a little kid, a 2-year-old kid, to a 90-year-old person needs the elevator pitch. So let me explain what an elevator pitch is. So I am driving to you. What are your requirements for for financial success? So if you thought that I'm going to tell you how should you plan your budget and what should be your debt and how should be, that is another thing. That's another thing. What I'm trying to drive home is how will you be financially successful in this world? So let me come to the elevator pitch. Okay. So the word elevator literally comes from the term the elevator. I hope you know what is an elevator, right? Which takes you from one floor to the other floor, from the other floor to the other floor. Suppose you want to go to the 20th floor, say. How much of time do you think you will require to reach to that floor? Any idea? Anybody? How much time do you think you will require? 1 minute? 2 minutes? No, it's just a few seconds. Even the 20th floor will come in maybe 30-35 seconds, slightly plus or minus here and there. That means what an elevator pitch is telling you is you will have to self yourself within those few seconds of an elevator ride. Within those few seconds of an elevator ride, you should be able to express yourself in such a way that you impress the front person. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Express to impress. Sell yourself. Tell the world what do you have in yourself. Tell the world why you are so special within those few seconds. Now, this is this term first came. हम elevator में कैसे खड़े रहते हैं? हम एक दूसरे की तरफ देखते हैं या सिर्फ ऊपर देखते हैं कि हाँ अभी फ्लोर दो आ गया फिर 3 आ गया? This is India. We see people all around. When I was studying, so as Mrunal, I think, right when she was introducing me, she said I did my computer science from Morris County College, USA. Right. So when I was studying there, when I was over there, so I am the most confused person. I'm a computer science person. I am an MCom, and now I'm an advocate also. Okay, so you can be confused in your life as long as you know what you're doing. By the way, I get to do what I love the most. Training is my passion and I get to do what I love the most. But for you guys, while I love to do, I get to do what I love the most. I do what I love. You need to love what you do. आपके पास अभी चॉइस नहीं है. हम भी वहीं से आए हैं धीरे धीरे से. But right now I'm in a position that I get to do what I love the most. Not only get to make a difference in my students, I get your blessings and I also get paid. So, पांचों उंगलियां घी में जो होती है ना वो वाली है. Anyway, coming back to the elevator pitch, if you're able to express, suppose there is somebody very important in the elevator. Imagine one of you over here. See, there is a student Mahadevi here. Otherwise, Ankita and Mamta will say, only our names, man. There are other ladies also in the class. So let's take Mahadevi. Suppose she is there in the elevator, and she is not aware that there is a very important person in the elevator. Maybe the HR head or the director or somebody very important or somebody who is going to be her best friend for life to come. Maybe her soulmate. You don't know, right? What I'm trying to tell you is not only pertaining to the elevator, it's not limited to the elevator only. You could meet somebody and not just be aware of how important that person is. What if you start a conversation inside the elevator? Suppose I meet somebody and I start and I say, hi, hello, I am Advocate Trupti Zadav and today is my first day in Infosys campus. Suppose I say that, or this is my first day in Matrix College. And suppose there is Mrunal over there and say Mrunal is the HR or she's looking for a communications faculty. She may think that, oh, that ma'am, Trupti ma'am, whom I met, she had a pleasing smile. Maybe my students will like her to have a class. You see? So if you start a conversation in the elevator in such a way that you are able to express to impress the front person, so much so that your conversation continues even after the elevator ride, then the elevator pitch has been struck. मतलब मैं आपको हिंदी में भी समझाती हूँ कि अगर आपको कोई पर्सन आप मिलते हो किसी को एक एलिवेटर में और आप अच्छे तरीके से उनके साथ कॉन्वर्सेशन करते हो, वैल्यू ऐड करते हो इस तरीके से कि एलिवेटर राइड के बाद में भी आपका अगर कॉन्वर्सेशन कंटिन्यू हो जाता है, मे बी इन द एक्सचेंज ऑफ बिजनेस कार्ड्स, मे बी अ हैंडशेक, मे बी अ मीटिंग, मे बी एन इंटरव्यू, मे बी अ डेट, who knows, maybe a coffee date, then the elevator pitch has happened. You understand what an elevator pitch is, my dears? At least a thumbs up. Okay, to be able to succinctly express yourself within those few seconds of an elevator ride, so that you're able to pitch yourself. What is an interview? Tell me. It's a place where you pitch yourself, correct? Where you
Yes.
sell yourself. Thank you, Ankita. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. If the others can also participate, it will be great. I can understand you all are doing your jobs, but I'm telling you, and I hope, and I've heard that this session of mine is generally very effective, and it might help you going further. Okay. I've had these sessions over and over. I think this is the upteenth times or the 100th time that I'm conducting a session like this, if I don't want to boast myself. And generally, I do get feedback from students that it was pretty, I mean, they knew it. Some of them I refurbished it, or some of them were not aware, or some of them really liked and they would like to follow it, etc., etc. By the way, I'm there on LinkedIn. You can search me as Tripti Zadav. You could connect me. Do leave me a message that I'm from Matrix, so I know who you are and I can accept your invitation. You could also leave a comment over there after my session, over there. Whatever you like, you can leave me a message. Okay. So what I spoke up till now is communication is a very important factor for you to succeed in this life. Okay. Why? Because that is how you will showcase your ideas, your showcase who you are, showcase your, you can pitch. All those of you who are going for marketing, you will be able to do that. Okay. So first is communication. I told you why how you need to showcase your talent. And second and third, we did the elevator pitch. If any of you is just taking down notes, if I leave your number to you later, maybe you can write a short note to me later. Okay, I can give it to you later. Now, these are the first most important things that you need to know in your life. So can you just write? Can you just memorize what I just said? I'll leave you for a minute. What an elevator. What did I say about how do you showcase your talents? Okay, just write down in your notes. I'll give you a minute to just write it down because I don't want you to forget. Sky, what did you say? Okay. So somehow I had arranged this class perfectly only to be concentrating with you. And though I had told my maid 100 times, come a little early, but you know how they are. They will do apne man ki, and she's just arrived. So if there is slight, if you can see her here and there, I am very sorry about it. Okay. Um, okay. It's clear about that. The elevator pitch. Everything is clear. Any questions so far? Now, why am I stressing upon these is power of words. Words have power. They can make or break. Words have powers. They can make or break. I'm not talking about the United States of America who can make or break a government, okay? What happened to Bangladesh? They have the power to make or break. I am talking about communication. And now we have Trump and we are looking for something nice to happen. Globally, I think things might turn out well. But yes, coming back to the power of words. Now, I heard this brilliant speech at the Toastmasters, okay? Beautiful. I don't know if you all know about Toastmasters. It's a club wherein you get this platform to portray your public speaking skills. And I am also a trainer for public speaking. And public speaking doesn't only mean taking up the stage and talking. It also means to be able to express in the right way, to be able to articulate your thoughts. Okay. So public speaking is addressing the audience, but able to tell your thought process in the right way. आपने वो मीम्स देखे हैं ना, आइडियाज तो बहुत सारे होते हैं दिमाग में, जब वो बाहर आते हैं, अगर पहले तो हमको दिखती है माधुरी दीक्षित में भी आइडियाज में, लेकिन हम बात करते तो स्केलेटन भी नहीं होता. That is because we are not good in our communication skills. That is because even if you are Marathi speaking, you are not powerful in Marathi, and that is why you are not powerful in your English. You may say, what is ma'am talking? Marathi and English, they are languages. Because you are weak in your mother tongue, you're weak in this globally accepted language. Let me again tell you, communication does not mean to be able to talk fluently in English. लेट मी टेल यू दॅट. कम्युनिकेशन आणि इंग्लिशचा काय वेगवेगळे गोष्टी आहेत. कुठली पण लँग्वेज जर तुमची पॉवरफुल असेल तर तुमचं कम्युनिकेशन पॉवरफुल असेल. Okay, it is not limited to being good in talking in English. Okay, doesn't mean that at all. So please understand that. Coming back to, so if you, for one thing that I would like to tell you is start reading. My first advice for today, one, please write, start reading every day 2 hours. You may say, "Arey ma'am, job kab kare, padhai kab kare?" Okay, you will still be able to read it. Do you know how much all these success, what is the one most common thing in these successful leaders is because they read. Warren Buffett, how much he reads? He reads 4 hours per day, and a businessman. Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all of them have one thing common in them, that they read. Bill Gates is not even a graduate, he used to say. Okay, and yet he had one thing common, that he would read voraciously. He was a profound leader. Okay, so coming back to read, first, my first advice for today is read. What will happen if you read? You will have your vocabulary in place. You will have a rich hold on your language, a powerful hold on your language, that these two things will come. And my second advice for today is stand in front of the mirror every day for 10 minutes and practice. Practice standing in front of the mirror. I'm going to come here for some time. I'll sit here till my maid finishes that room. Okay. Stand in front of the mirror and practice. You can take any topic that you like, any topic at all. Maybe you can take a remote and start talking. You can start talking about the fan. You can start talking about the laptop, but talk. Every day, stand in front of the mirror and talk. Okay. So that's one thing that I would say. That's my second advice. Now, I was talking about the power of words. Okay. And I was telling you about this beautiful speech that I heard in the Toastmasters. Now, here the speech goes, okay? I was back from work. This is a gentleman who was giving me the speech. He was saying, मैं एक दिन घर से आ गया. I came home a little early from work, and I thought I'll surprise my son. And I entered into my son's bedroom. My son is 4 years old, he said. And what did I see? My son loves writing on the wall. Graffiti on the wall. And there he was writing on and on and on, scribbling away. And I lost it. And I said, hey, are you stupid? Why are you writing on the wall? You will stop writing on the wall this very minute. And what do you think happened? He looked at me and he continued to write on the wall. तो क्या हुआ था इधर? ये बंदा गया रूम में, उसने देखा उसका बेटा लिख रहा था वॉल पे, and he said, "Are you stupid?" And the son ignored him royally and continued to write. So what happened here was, the moment this man said the word stupid, the child was cornered. आपको क्या लगता है, हम लोगों को ही सिर्फ ईगो है क्या? नहीं, बच्चों में भी उतना ही ठुसा भरा रहता है ईगो. ओके, सो वो उसका ईगो हर्ट हुआ, उसका डिफेंस सिस्टम उसको इंसल्टिंग लगा, बड़ा इंसल्ट सा फीलिंग आ रहा है. कौन सा तो एक सीरियल में बात करते हैं ना वो. सो he didn't hear. He continued to write on the wall. This man said, I had no choice but then to leave my work and come and just get out of the room. Okay. Now what happened was, the next day, this man kept thinking, what went wrong? What did I do so wrong? The next day, he again went into the room, and there his son was writing and writing on the wall. He went to his son. He stooped down to his level. He bent down. He bent down to his level. Okay. And he said, son, you are a grown-up man. You are a big man now. Don't you think? He said, yes. Do you think big men write like this on the wall? That very moment, the boy stopped writing. कल से फिर से चालू हुआ कि या नहीं वो नहीं मालूम मुझे, but he stopped writing because now what was happening is his heart within was trying to tell him that he is a big man and he shouldn't be doing this. You see the power of words? You use the right words and you can make a thing. You use the wrong words and you can break something beautiful. Okay? There was another, I'll tell you one more. There was a footpath and there was this blind man sitting on that footpath. He was blind and he was trying to get help from people. He was begging for alms, ALMS. He was trying to get help. He had written something that I am blind, please help me. Every day, people used to come and give something to him, drop a coin, drop a 1 rupee note, maybe a 10 rupee note, a 20 rupee note. Every day at the end of the day, he would get about, say, maybe 500, 600 rupees. But that was not enough for his operation. Then there was one bright student, a manager over there, somebody like Ankita or maybe Mamata, who are there in my class. I can't see the others. Okay. She was running this hotel, a restaurant over there, a South Indian joint, you can say. You know how they manage it so well. And she used to see this blind man every day trying to beg for money, but he was not getting enough money. So that day she went to this man and she said, can I help you? Can I help you so that you get a little bit of more donation? So he said, yes, why not? So she took the board inside and she wrote something on the board and gave it to the man. And the man was holding it the next day also. That day, at the end of the day, he had collected a few thousands. 10, 20 times more than what he was getting. When he counted the money, he was very happy. He waited for the girl to come, the manager of that restaurant to come the next day. And he told somebody, please let me know when she comes, when ma'am comes. And he went and profusely thanked her. And he said, what is it that you wrote on the board? So she said, I wrote, this seems to be a beautiful world outside with beautiful people like you out there. But I am not able to see that world. You see how that had made a difference. I'm sorry, I'm skipping from here and there because my maid is there. Okay. So I'm so happy that you have made this change in it. She's just written, this world is a beautiful place and there seems to be beautiful people out there, but I am not able to see it. Can you help me see this beautiful world so that I can be one like you? May not be so prolonged, but the world is a beautiful place. There are beautiful people like you out there. I am just unable to see you. So you see the emotional quotient. So the next most important thing after communication is the emotional quotient. Write it down, please. So I said words have power, I said communication, and then I'm talking about emotional quotient. Do you know what is the meaning of emotional quotient? Think and give me an answer. Anybody can answer what did I just say, Ankita?
Emotional quotient means
Yes.
what?
Yeah. Can you be able to tell me a little, whatever, in your own words? As I said, there is nothing right or wrong. You can just try to tell me what it is.
समोरच्याला कळेल, म्हणजे समोरच्याला कळेल त्या वेने आपण बोलणार, त्यांना आपले विचार पोहोचवणार.
Okay.
समोरच्याला पण त्या वेने कळतात
So,
ते.
understanding someone's sentiments and someone's emotions. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Another aspect of this is to be able to manage your own emotions. Many times what happens is we are not able to manage our own emotions. And that is why we are not able to manage the emotions of others. Are you understanding? We are not able to manage our own emotions. What is the meaning of that? Where did Mamta go? Anyone else would like to answer? Ankita, you're most welcome to answer, of course. Ashwini, would you like to answer, beta? Would you like to answer what I'm trying to say? What do you think is emotional quotient, and how can you manage the emotions of others? Why should you manage your own emotions to manage the emotions of others?
Ma'am, may I?
Sure, sure.
It is a level of understanding of the emotions, and it is in the form of statistical data. That is the emotional quotient.
Okay. Okay. So if you're able to manage your own emotions, you're able to manage the others. Okay. Now, in a professional world, they say there is no place for emotions. You know what? In the sense, what does that mean is if you had a bad day, can you come and give a bad day outside? Suppose I'm a lecturer and I had a bad experience on the road. Can I come and pour all of that on you students? Can I do that? Is that right?
No.
I should be able to control my emotions means I should be able to get hold of my emotions, whether I'm sad, whether I'm angry. In the professional world, I have to be professionally correct at all times. That is one aspect of it. Emotional quotient, as Mamata also said, or Ankita also said, there are a lot of facets to it. There are a lot of perspectives to it. It's a whole big topic in itself. I will not be able to go into it in depth. I have taken a 6-hour workshop on emotional quotient. Okay, so that big topic it is. But if you want to touch it superficially, if I just want to give an introduction to it, you know what Narayan Murthy says. You know who Narayan Murthy sir is, right? He says, if you have problems, keep them at my gate. Keep them at the gate of Infosys and then enter my campus. At the end of the day, if you want to collect them back, take them and go home. अगर आपके प्रॉब्लम्स है तो तुम्ही ते गेट पाशी सोडून द्या आणि घरी जाताना परत घेऊन जावं पाहिजे तर that means there is no place for emotional imbalance at the professional world. You should be able to manage your thought process. You should be able to manage your emotions. Okay, so that is the most important. Second most important thing, what as Mamta said, you or as Ankita said, you are able to manage your relations also. Then, isn't success about managing relations? If you're
Yeah,
at your workplace,
yeah.
managing interpersonal skills, yes. Success is about managing interpersonal skills. How you are able to manage your relations. Are you all the time getting into bad books with the others? That's not right. Okay, so that's the second most important thing. Now, the third thing is to be able to impress. Now, I said communication impresses people, but what is the first thing that impresses a person? Can you tell me? How do you impress somebody?
First
Yes?
presentation.
By presentation, yes, very good.
Presentation.
Mohini was also trying to tell something, I think. Were you wanting to answer?
Ma'am,
Yes, yes, Ash.
with your posture, with your gesture.
Perfect. So, how do you look? How do you smile? So, what Ashwini just said is about the non-verbal communication. She just now said about non-verbal communication, and as my I think Runal was the one who introduced me. I'm not very good with names. What is in a name? Who said Shakespeare? What is in a name? So, what is in a name means what it's about your action. So let me leave you with my words and my actions. So when Brunal said, she said, I have my oratory classes, right? I run my TJ's finesse classes. So I have one student who I mean I train professionals, I train corporates in it. I have a student who is a data scientist. He is a data analyst. He's a data engineer. Okay. And he has come to my classes. So I asked him why. I mean, he's drawing a big figure. Just a 33 and 34-year-old drawing something like 6 lakh per month. Okay, huge. And yet he wants to join my classes. So I asked him, his name is Ankit, and I asked him, why do you want to join my classes? I mean, so he said, you see, ma'am, I have worked in startups. And the ideology or the perception or in startups are very different from the MNCs, that is the multinational companies. In startups, we only worry about the profit. We only worry about the profit. Okay, as long as we make good profit, we are good. But in multinationals, you have to have good interpersonal skills. और मुझे इतनी startups की आदत बन गई कि मैं सिर्फ profit देखता हूँ, आगे वाले को मैं फिर ऐसे झाड़ देता हूँ, fire करता हूँ, because in startups that works, but in MNCs it doesn't work. So he has come to my classes to give a finesse to his interpersonal skills, and you see how good interpersonal skills are. Now here is a data scientist who's extremely good technically. He's a scientist. He innovates. He is the backhand person. He is the algorithm person. He is the coding person. He is everything. Yet his managers every time tell, while we liked the product, we liked the code, you need to improve on your interpersonal skills. This is what he's getting to hear all the time. Okay. So you see why interpersonal skills are so very important. So that was my fourth most important message to you, that you need to work on your interpersonal skills. Just being technically strong is not enough. See, 85% of your financial success is because of all of this, and shockingly, only 15% because of your technical skills. Okay. Now, my fifth, I think it's the fifth key I'm giving you, right? I've come to the fifth key, is how you present yourself, like how Ankita and how Ashwini said. How do you look to the people? Now you tell me how should be your presentation skills. I'll give you a minute. Think about what should be your presentation skills.
Ma'am,
Yes, please.
hello. Stand with confidence.
Okay. Stand with confidence. Something else? Anything else?
When we are talking with someone, we should make an eye-to-eye contact.
Correct.
Our posture needs to be correct.
Correct. Perfect.
We need to command on our language.
Perfect. What about your physical appearance, dears? I know it's so. I have this beautiful saying, it's not important to be good looking. It's important to look good.
Yeah.
Good looking matlab har ek koi person is not going to be a very very beautiful looking person, right? Classy features, flawless skin, great height, and all etc etc. That's God given. That's innate. That's God given. But how we make ourselves look is in our hands. Correct? So physical appearance is also very important. Again, I'm saying it. It's not important to be good looking. It is important to look good. Now, how do you make yourself look good? Tell me, any ideas? And yes, communication is very important, but that comes a little later.
Be in
Okay.
presentable manner with neat and clean clothes and
Yes, what did you say? What did you just say?
I said that we need to be in representable manner and
Correct.
with neat
Yes.
and clean clothes and a little bit formal look.
Yes. So, very good. Thank you so much, Mamta. Now, along with what she has said, I'll just add, okay? One, you should look physically presentable. Being physically fit is in your hand. So, my fifth point for today is taking care of your physical self. Okay? Taking care of your physical self. How will you take care of your physical self? Just okay. How do
Ma'am,
muted myself? Okay. Thank you. Huh? So see, I am a fitness freak. Now you, as you were going to, I know many of my students say, "Ma'am, हम 6 घंटे कॉलेज में होते हैं, फिर जॉब करते हैं." I am a working professional. I am managing my house. I am looking after my house. I'm looking after my maids and taking care of them. I'm cooking at home, and yet I am working out every day for 1 hour. Every day, 1.5 hour. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
for physical health, it needs to be strong mentally strong.
Yes.
Our mental health needs to be perfect.
Correct. Very right, Mohini. It's Mohini, right?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. So what Mohini was saying is, see, all our sportsmen. Why did Sachin Tendulkar become the god of cricket? Why no somebody else didn't? Why Dhoni is the Dhoni he is? Why Virat Kohli can perform in very challenging situations? Why Roger Federer is a goat? Goat full form, greatest of all times. Why Lionel Messi is who he is, and there is nobody like him, because these people have 90% mental strength, and it is sports is 90% mental strength and 10% your physical skills. So what Mohini is right, what she said is right. You have to be mentally fit. But along with what Mohini, what I'm trying to tell here is, how do you look physically? Suppose I come to your college and all, I'm not neatly combed and I'm looking like I've slept. I've not taken care of myself. Will you take me as a trainer? I'm a corporate trainer. People need to see me to be inspired. I'm not talking I'm going to go with heavy makeup. No, I'm not talking about that at all. If you see, I have bare minimum accessories. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, am I taking care of my skin? Am I taking care of my hygiene? Am I properly, professionally dressed? Am I looking fresh? Am I looking fit? हम बॉयज की तरफ बोलते हैं कि अरे सिक्स पैक है, ऐसा फिजिक है. Why girls also can have? Let me tell you, girls, today beauty is not about being delicate. Beauty is being having muscular strength. I don't know if you'll agree. All of your actresses, and I'm not calling them heroines, okay, they are actresses. Our real heroes are our soldiers and our farmers, our freedom fighters. Please stop calling Bollywood actor and actresses and Hollywood actors and actresses as heroes and heroines. They are not. They are just doing their profession like me. They become heroes and heroines when they do something for the society. Yes, उसमें से अगर कोई अपने society के लिए कुछ कर रहा है, then you can see that person in a different light. Okay? Otherwise, Baba Amte, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, all these are great heroes. Okay? I just wanted to tell you this. This is my own thing that I keep telling my MBA students, that our heroes are our farmers, our soldiers, our freedom fighters, because of whom we have the freedom. Okay, coming back to how you look how do you look? You have to look presentable. Okay, you have to take six pack, muscular strength, girls. Most of my MBA student girls are not into fitness, and it's very sad. Go weightlifting, do weightlifting, go for Zumba classes. If not, do yoga at home, do Surya Namaskar at home, go jogging. The moment you do exercise, your skin glows. Okay, you don't need any facial then. Okay, so be fitness girl, be fitness people. So that is my sixth keynote to you for success, that you need to be physically fit. You need to look physically great. All of your actresses today have muscled bodies. Shilpa Shetty, muscled. All of them have muscled bodies. एक ऐसा कोई नहीं है जो बहुत delicate है, कोई नहीं है वैसा. Okay, so that I'm leaving you with that. Have a smile, wear a smile, know what suits you best, wear clothes that fit you well, understand what is the culture of a place, and then dress accordingly. इंटरव्यू क्यों जा रहे हो, इतने बड़े बड़े इयररिंग्स डाल के जाओगे? नहीं बनेगा। वेडिंग को जा रहे हो तो डालो इतने बड़े इयररिंग्स, कौन मना कर रहा है? Okay, so know what suits you best, know how you carry yourself well, and then be able to hold your conversation. नहीं तो क्या होता है, कोई एक लड़की बहुत ब्यूटीफुल दिखती है, लेकिन दो जब जैसे ही वो she opens her mouth and you feel, oh my god, she has no sense at all. Okay, so not only you look beautiful, you look beautiful in the sense in this way. Okay, not only do you look beautiful, you are a beautiful person, you also are able to hold conversations. Okay, can you just repeat what are the points that I just told you to be a successful person? One was
Start
first
reading.
was yes, reading. Second,
Communication,
communication.
Emotional quotient.
elevator speech,
Yes. Elevator pitch, emotional quotient. Elevator pitches to be able to sell yourself. Next.
interpersonal
Stand in
skills,
front of the mirror and practice.
Yes, yes, you missed that out. Yes. Then interpersonal skills, and then
how you present yourself,
yes, and being physically fit. And last but not the least, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of news. You ask me anything about geopolitics, and I'll tell you like that. You ask me the presidents of Ukraine, I'll tell you Zelensky. Anything you can ask me, and you should be aware. And I would suggest there is one CNN news reader, Palki Sharma, whom I like to hear. You can have your own choice, but she gives you news in English, and she does a pretty good job. In fact, some people have misunderstood. Somebody had asked me the other day when I put her on my status, "Is that you, ma'am?" And oh my God, my day was made. Are you thinking that I'm Palki Sharma? Wow. Because somebody said that, ma'am, your language seems to be like her, and maybe her hairstyle or something seemed like me. Okay. So I'm leaving you with this. And did you like what I shared with you? Do you
Yes.
think this will be useful to you?
Yes.
Yes. And thank you so much, Ankita, Mamta, Ashwini, Mohini, for answering in this class and answering on the behalf of all of your friends who perhaps had valid reasons for not making themselves seen to me. It was because of you that I thoroughly enjoyed my lecture today, and I hope you did it too. Something that what is your takeaway from today's class? One thing that if you can mention, that something new that you learned, maybe perhaps something that you liked in this class. Can you just tell me one thing, and then we can tell Mrunal that we are wrapping up the session? Anything? Ankita, Mamta, Ashwini, Mohini, or anybody else? ऐसा ना कहो कि मैम ने तो मेरा नाम ही नहीं लिया, नहीं तो मैं तो बोलना चाहता था. Come on, boys, girls are doing so great. You can also put in something. Anything that I left you with, something new? Come on, girls. We have just one more minute.
Yes, ma'am. The actually, other than the knowledge, one thing I like about your session is anything can't stop us. For example, your maid is working there, and sometimes some people, if distraction is there, they stop their talking, they stop their session. But you are not like that. You have continued that with same confidence level and same energy level. That's
Oh,
the
wow.
like
Thank
most.
you so much. Thank you so much. See, to just tell you, my maid wasn't well, and she said that she had said she's not going to come today, just to tell you, and then I think she must have felt a little better. So you see, she is so worried about me also.
Yeah.
And despite not being well, she still came. So I couldn't just tell her ki आता तुम्ही थांबा का तुम्ही जावा. So she's also a human being, and she's part of us. And I
Yeah.
am here because of her.
Yeah, that can be an example of emotional quotient.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Moini. That shows that you have a spark in you. You have a differential thinking. You have out of the box thinking, Moini. That is a learning for me too. That there are students out like you who also have such amazing thinking. Thank you so much, Moini. Yes, the other girls
Thanks
and the
to you.
boys. Ankita, you would like to say something, beta? Anything? I have this habit of saying beta.
Yeah. Ma'am,
Yes.
output of this lecture is how to communicate, how to present yourself, and how to be physically fit and be in a crowd. That is early recently you say about the Mohini More. That is, you have the spark like that. How do we spark up ourselves? That is the point and output of this lecture here.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes. So whenever you see somebody new, I know I'm also an introvert, but professionally, you cannot become an introvert. As soon as you see somebody new and you feel that this could be, you need to start a conversation, you can always smile and say, hello, hi, I'm Tripti Zadav, I'm perhaps new. So, conversations are different, my dears, for different situations. If you are at a party, you can just say, hi, I'm Tripti Zadav, nice to know you. I love your sari or anything. You can just be nice to a person and start a conversation. If you are uh, at a professional place, and if you think that this person must be of somebody of importance, you can say, lovely campus sir or ma'am that you have out here. And I had just interacted with the receptionist, and she's very very helpful, or anything like that. Give them a little credit. If you speak something nice to another person, that person feels nice about you. Okay, that also could be said. Your charming wife made, wow. Sakshi, thank you so much for that. That was so beautifully said. Ma'am, your charming wife made us attend this lecture. Okay, wonderful. I'm going to maybe want to take this photo. That was really beautifully written. Thank you so much. So I hope this session leaves you with a lot of learning. I'm finding something. I don't know why I'm not able to see these messages. So do connect me on LinkedIn, and I would love to be connected with you. Hope to come back to you. Hope Nunal takes this further and gives me a chance to, because I do placement training. Anytime you need me for anything, I'll be there. Just
Thank you
message
so
me.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much, ma'am. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Just a minute, Runal ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, Trupti ma'am, can you give your LinkedIn ID, please?
Yeah. You can look for Advocate Trupti Zadav.
Yeah.
And I'm all over the place. You can Google me. I come on the top of the list. मैं हर
Yeah.
जगह हूँ.
Okay,
You will
That's
not miss me.
great.
Yeah. Thank you, Moini. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Is there any questions from students so that we can wrap up the session? Is there someone who would like to interact with? Okay, so can we wrap up, ma'am?
Sure, sure.
Okay, thank you so much for accepting our invitation and guiding our students on keys to financial success. The session was really, really very impressive, informative, and wonderful because the students have really participated in each and every questions you have asked them. So on behalf of Matrix School of Management Studies, I thank our guest of honor, Advocate Trupti Zadav, for guiding the students. I thank a director and express my gratitude for your support and direction throughout the session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Brunal. Thank you. You've been very professional. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
I have not seen a coordinator as efficient as you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
I
thank you.
hope to see more
Means a
of such
lot.
sessions with
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. See you.
Thank
Have
you.
a great
Okay,
day.
ma'am. Yeah, you too. Students are requested to please fill the feedback form, which I have been copied and pasted in the chat box, and then you can leave the session. Student, please do fill the feedback form and then you can leave the session. Please do fill the feedback form. The link is in the chat box, students. Please do go in the chat box and then you can view the link, feedback form link. You have to fill it from the chat box. And then you can leave the session. Everyone has to fill the feedback form.